The pomp and ceremony through the streets of Morpeth today heralded the return of HMS Northumberland to its place of birth. The Type 23 frigate was constructed at Swanhunter in 1992 and returned to the banks of the Tyne on Tuesday ahead of Armed Forces Day.
Well, it's great to be back. It's my second time whilst I've been on board that I've been back in Northumberland. It's a hometown visit for us, and they're quite key, these visits, sort of, especially with the Navy being predominantly based down on the south coast, especially the frigate and destroyer force. So sort of coming back up to the place of the ship's birth, especially on its sort of 21st anniversary of its commissioning, is quite a key event. But also to get out in the coming days to sort of get the public on board and see the ship and see where their taxes go and what they're paying for. I joined just after the ship had got back from a sort of 6.5 month deployment out in the Arabian Gulf. We had a year of sort of running in the UK. We were doing various operational tasking, and then went out to the Arabian Gulf for another 6 months. And during that period, we were doing sort of counter piracy, counter narcotics, all those sorts of roles.
Stand by the centre! Guard by the right! Back! March!
Armed Forces Day gives the military a chance to engage with the public and country it serves, and is particularly important to the Royal Navy, whose work at sea goes largely unseen.
They are key. It's key to get the ship's company out to meet the public, to parade through, to exercise that freedom of the borough, and to interact, to mingle with the public. And again, it's that sort of getting people on the ground, around and about. It's a privilege to be able to do these events, and a privilege to be able to march through Morpeth.
And this Saturday the warship will be open to the general public while berthed at North Shield's Northumbrian Quay, giving people the opportunity to learn more about the frigate's operations.
What we do is very much out of sight, out of mind. It's sort of off over the horizon, so no one ever really quite sees. And I think an understanding of what we do is quite key. So getting people on board, getting them around the ship, and just giving them, only a brief insight, but a very useful insight into what we do and what we do on our day-to-day business when we're away and when we're deployed. She's getting quite old, 21 years old now. We've got about another year in sort of the current service, and then she's going into refit, so that's probably going to be about sort of a year-long refit, and then after that you're probably looking at another 5 years beyond. I would say you're looking at a good another 6-7 years probably for Northumberland, and then it will be sort of going off into the Type 26 programme.
And with the armed forces under closer scrutiny in the age of social media, it's hoped the ship's return home brings with it more appreciation. Mark Patterson for Made in Tyne and Wear aboard HMS Northumberland.